Who am I to answer President Trump? Have you ever heard of such a thing? And the Senate President said that Nigerians are not complaining, that we like the way we are living. That I can deal with it, but then that the Nigerians are not complaining. I have petitioned the police. I've also petitioned the DSS. The comment is in order. You are not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying this time, the Senate President of Nigeria did not answer President Trump. And then that the quotation is meant to cause diplomatic row. It is the presidency that will answer President Trump. And all Nigerians are doing their best in that direction. But who is that person that will go and ascribe a comment to the Senate President when he was never met? Communication is very clear that if you are not well informed, you are deformed. And then also, my colleagues, you also think of what you do with the social media that has a lot of breaking news. Breaking news should not break the society. But a situation where somebody will sit in the comfort of his room and produce a report and produce fake pictures of 2023 when the Senate President with senators visited Port Harcourt on a very different thing and say, oh, Senate President answers President Trump. Who am I to answer President Trump? Have you ever heard of such a thing? And the Senate President said that Nigerians are not complaining, that we like the way we are living. That I can deal with it, but then that the Nigerians are not complaining. I have petitioned the police. I've also petitioned the DSS. The comment is in order. You are not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying this time, the Senate President of Nigeria did not answer President Trump. And then that the quotation is meant to cause diplomatic row. It is the presidency that will answer President Trump. And all Nigerians are doing their best in that direction. But who is that person that will go and ascribe a comment to the Senate President when he was never met? So I believe the cyber crimes unit of the police, the DSS and others should find that character out because it is meant to cause friction. It is meant to cause friction and put the Nigerian Senate in disrepute. I can only speak your voice. We have not discussed the comment of President Trump in chambers yet. I know we will. And I believe we will. Those in support that we should in future discuss this comment, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. We shall. It's only then that the Senate President can make a comment. Not somebody sitting in his bedroom to talk nonsense.
Mr. President, Nigeria is a sovereign.
So that I will not be misquoted, I said that on social media, a certain blogger brought out the news that Senator Akpabio said that Christians are not complaining, Nigerians are not complaining, that Trump should face his problems in America and not focus on Nigeria. I have not made the statement because we have not discussed the issue of President Trump yet in chambers. We shall do so in combination with the executive because we believe that it is a matter of foreign policy and diplomatic relations. I have refrained from taking any motion on that yet until we know the direction of government and what government intends to do about the position that he has taken. And you need to know that the position President Trump is taking is not based on the current realities. The position is based on a purported 2010 report 2010 report, 15 years ago, that they said some people came on fact-finding from the US Congress, and then they went only to Plateau and Benue. They did not go to Zamfara and other areas. I have maintained here that if you go to a predominantly Muslim community, terrorists and bandits go there to kill people. Majority of those who will die there will be Muslims. But when you enter a predominantly Christian community, like Benue and Plateau, and then you cause mayhem, majority of those who will die there will be Christians. So the Nigerian problem needs to be weighed from all sides, and all we are looking for is peace. So there is no Nigerian that does not want to sleep with his two eyes closed. And there is no Nigerian that does not live with a Muslim in his house. There is no Nigerian that does not live with a Christian in his house. Nigeria is multi-religious, multi-ethnic, and we live with one another. So when people take issues out of Nigeria and they go and misrepresent and try to create the impression that Christians and Muslims are fighting, totally untrue. We shall discuss that later. But in the meantime, we must warn those on social media who continue to misquote and misrepresent people, or even ascribe quotes to people that never occurred. That is the reason why I've directed my lawyers to petition that blogger, so that that blogger can come and tell us when the Senate President made any allusion or response to whatever President Trump could have said. But you need to know that this calls again for a closer look at social media, so that their breaking news will not break Nigeria. I think as lawmakers, we have a responsibility to look into it. It should be practiced with responsibility, with decorum, and with integrity. Having given that warning, the Senate is hereby adjourned to the 5th day of November 2025 at 11 a.m. prompt. One announcement. As we were having this sitting, there were people at the gate demonstrating. They said most of them are contractors who are awaiting payment from maybe the federal government. So I sent Senator Daramodu to go and address them and also let them know the efforts of the federal government. We have just approved domestic borrowing to the sum of 1.1 trillion, which is meant to settle indebtedness of contractors. So, and I think that should assuage them. So I call on them to give government time so that they will their grievances will be attended to. The Senate resolution of 15th October on the demise of Senator Mohammed Mana, 1950 to 2025. The Senate delegation to condole with the family, people and government of Adamawa State on the demise of Senator Mohammed Mana, who lived between 1950 and 2025. Senator Binus Yaro will be the chairman of that committee. Other members will be Senator Ibrahim Dankwambo, Senator Haruna Manu, Senator Samaila Kaila, Senator Aminu Iya Abbas, Senator Amos Yohana, and very distinguished Senator Babies. Kindly represent the Senate and revert to us. May his soul rest in perfect peace.